in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. on the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.
What's up, my good people? What's happening? This is the AM Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios, the number one morning show in the whole wide world. Craig, what's going on with my good people in the Ghetto Cafe, man? What's happening? How y'all doing? What day is it today? It's Wednesday. Wednesday morning. Blessings to all. Blessings to everybody out there. Blessed on blessed on blessed. Thank God for waking up another day to have an opportunity to have an impact, to be a blessing in somebody else's life. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Let me get make myself the plug, Motion, Eastside Golf. Got my black companies. Got to support the people that support me. Hey, let's go. Junkie Cartel. I made myself the plug. Motion, Eastside Golf. We in here. Good morning to everybody up in here, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody feeling halfway through the week? Friday. When Wednesday gets here, I say it's almost Friday. It's almost the weekend. But if you free, you free. If you free, you free. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your water, get your juice, get your smoothie, whatever it is that you do in the morning while you watching the AM Wake Up Show, do your thing. You putting something in the air, you at work, on your way to dropping your kids off. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there. I got a lot of truck drivers that be hitting me up, say, hey man, I be throwing on all your content when I'm on the road. It makes me laugh, it makes me smile, it brings good energy. It just puts me in a good place. So shout out to all the truckers making it happen out there. Shout out to everybody clocking in, getting to the dollar, getting to the currency, getting to the labor force so that they can make things happen in their life, things happen for their kids, things happen for their partners, for their families, whatever it is, man. Shout out to y'all, man. It's all love all the time. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. What up, Love My Life, Southside James, Reckless, Ohio Ties, TDC, 730 JB, DB Prince, Leon, Daniel, Riley, Los DLT, my Colorado correspondent. What's going on with you guys, man? Go ahead and drop your locations, man. I'm about to come visit you. What's your location? What you doing? What's the energy for today? How y'all feeling today on Wednesday? Hump day. Wednesday, hump day. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling today, man? What's the energy? What's the vibe? What is the vibe? $448 TV, you have a blessed day as well. You have a blessed day as well. It's a good day for new opportunities. And if you guys are new here, Rexless is in Portland. There we go. Shout out Portland. I heard Portland is very nice. I've heard. If you guys are new here, I don't know if you guys know who LS was, but rest in peace. She was somebody that was very active in the chat, a big member of the Ghetto Cafe, always here. And every morning she would say, it's another great day to have a great day. Another great day to have a great day. Another great day. That was one of the most simple, most beautiful sayings that I've heard. It's another great day to have a great day. Hey, fat equals flavors. Today is your Friday, man. What does that mean? What does that mean if today is your Friday? I mean, you got two days off. Got 2 days off. You got Thursday, Friday off. I used to like having weekdays off to handle business. It's nice to have the weekends off where you can do everything, hang out. But having a weekday off gives you all the opportunity to hit the things that you need to hit with it ain't a bunch of crowds in the streets. Shout out Akron, Ohio, Houston, Texas. That's what I'm talking about. Never can complain when you wake up. We woke up. It's a blessing in itself. It's a lot of people that didn't wake up. Every day is Friday for Voltron Love. That's what I'm talking about. And if you guys are new here, let me tell you about a show that I have called Imperfect Perspective. It is going to be live today at 12 with the ladies, Anya and Javonda. Imperfect Perspective live today at 12 with a special guest. Y'all might know who the special guest is already. I don't know if they've announced it or not, but special guest will be here. Special guest will be here. Might be two special guests, actually. It might actually be two special guests. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. Javonda, Anya, this is their show. They running the show. They got the vibes. They got the attention. They got the energy. Javonda has a real Instagram hit, 1.7 million. Round of applause for her. But let's get to it, man. Let's get to the messaging of the day. Let's get to the messaging of the day. If there ain't anything else that you guys want to talk about in particular when we started off, there you go, Los DLT. There you go. You already on it. Yep. Big time. It's a herd. Big time will be here today on Imperfect Perspective, chopping it up with the ladies, getting down with the get down. So we will have a member of the Apollo up in here today. It's a herd. What do you guys put in the chat for it's a herd? I forget what it is. Oh, it's a ram. So shout out to Big Time coming through. He said he has made the commitment according to, let me see what Anya or Javonda said. I don't be reading the messages, man. I got to get better. From Javonda, Time says he'll be there. Boom. Let me reply, actually. I got to reply. Got to remember to reply to these messages. But as you guys know, Society of Freedom is the page. SOF Media. The SOF Media 1981 is the page for YouTube. Society of Freedom is my company that I started a while ago. We'll try to get keen. Society of Freedom, really what it represents to me is breaking free of the chains, right? Breaking free of the chains that have you shackled. And not all the time are those chains physical chains. Sometimes they're mental chains. Sometimes they're emotional chains. Sometimes they're spiritual chains that we need to break free from. Sometimes they are physical. But it is you see it in the left corner, Society of Freedom, is the handcuffs broken with the key. Sometimes we've always had the key to to open the lock, to open the door. We've always had the key, just didn't know it. But also, I leave the handcuff there as a reminder to let you know where you were at, to remind you where you were at, what you came from to get to where you are today. Society of Freedom is a reminder that nothing was given to you. You had to break those handcuffs. You had to break free those chains to get to where you need to be. And it's a small reminder, handcuff, that, yeah, I remember when I was there. I remember when I was lost. I remember when I was chained up. But I'm no longer there, but I'm going to keep myself inspired and motivated with this reminder. You got to break free of the chains that you don't see. Sometimes you can't see the chains. It's not visual. It's not something visual that people can see that you're chained up. Having a having a cold squabble, having a vicious, tough outlook, or being vicious, being a beast. That's having weapons. That's not what makes you a man. That's not what makes you. No, that's not what makes you a man. That's not what makes you great. Your assets are not what physical assets are not what make you great. Freedom from chains is freedom from being you're enslaved to your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own outlooks. Being free from that is what makes you a great man. Being able to look up and say, you know what, that's not worth it, man. I got a goal. I got something I need to. Being able to not be knocked out your square, knocked out your box. Those are the things that make you great. When you can stay on message, when you can stay on point with the things that come out of your mouth and match it with the things you do in the physical world, that's what makes you great. That's true freedom. And we talked about Puerto Rico, Cuba, all that stuff. Like it's somebody can be locked up in a cell and be more free than somebody that's out here thinking they're free with free will, thinking that because they can go here and go there, thinking that they're free. But they're not free because they're enslaved to their own thought process. They're enslaved to consumerism. They are slave to greed. You're not free. These people that run the world, they think they're free. They're not free. You are a slave to greed, and you'll do anything to acquire the things that you want in life. You are the true slave. You are chained up. You're chained to your own greed. But good morning, everybody. This is the AM show, the AM wake up show with Rios. This is Coffee with Rios, and we are talking about freeing ourselves. Got the parrots outside, the birds flying. It's a good day. It's a good day. Got the birds. I can hear the birds outside. God is good. They have the illusion of freedom. It's an illusion of freedom. Oh, I do what I want. No, you don't. You're doing all these things to acquire what you think you want. Today's message is deeper than politics. It's deeper than money. It's deeper than power. And that's kind of what we've been talking about these last few days, kind of leading into this shit, leading into today's message of all this war, all these politics, all this ugliness, all this sick energy going around that we really can't control. It's all false. It's all fake. They're not really in control. They don't really have power. They don't have power over you. It's not the kind of freedom you see in flags or the battlefield. It's the kind of freedom that exists in the human mind. And we were talking about that yesterday. Human mind. Humans are capable of some great things. Humans are capable of some ugly things. But don't be a slave to your thoughts. Don't be a slave to acquiring things. Because if history has taught us anything, oh, shoot. A car may carry you to where you need to go. A tank may carry you into battle, but you're still a slave. Look at Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, I don't know how long he was in jail for, how long he was locked up for. But he remained free at all times. Bunch of rain. Hey, go ahead, Lockhead. I'm proud of you, man. Keep at it. Sober 3 days, studying for your CDL exam. Hey, you starting. It's all baby steps. Get one goal after another. Small goals lead to big goals. He actually spent 27 years in prison. 27 years in prison. But was his spirit chained up? Was his spirit chained? No. You can't. What did Tina Turner say? You can have such, but you can't have my. I forget what she used to say. She used to say something called one of her songs. You can have this, but you can't have such and such. History is full of kings, rulers, emperors who had armies, but were enslaved by ego, greed, or fear. Who do we look at right now that is in control, who is enslaved to their own fear, greed, ego? It's a ton of them. If these people in that had the power, if they were not slaves, they wouldn't be boasting and bragging about what they do, what I can do, what I got. What we all, like, it's so evident. And you could take good quotes from everywhere. Like, you could take good quotes from everywhere. Like, there, anywhere you look, somewhere, history, this place, this empire, this empire, you could take a good quote. And one of the good ones is Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, I think. I think that was a dude from Gladiator. Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. You have power over your mind, not outside events. You don't have any power over what happens outside. You just have to accept what happens outside, but you have power over your thoughts. You have power over your mind. Don't let your mind be the control you. How are you going to let a tool control you? Your mind is a tool that you use. Your mind is a car. Do you let the car drive you? Or do you drive the car where you want to go? Or do you let the car take you where it wants to go? You going to let your mind, your brain take you where it wants to take you? Or are you going to take it where you want to go? Control that shit. Freedom ain't about controlling the world. It's about controlling yourself. Can you control yourself? Can you control what you eat? Can you control what you consume? Can you control who you fuck with? I didn't mean to curse. God dog it. Hey, Rexus, thank you for the $5 super chat.
Hot beverage.
Can you control your addictions? I'm literally controlling my addictions right now. Am I saying that I got rid of my addictions? Nah, I'm controlling them. I'm fighting them. I'm beating them every day. Can't control the world, can control yourself. If you can control not putting poison in your body, that's the first step. How important do I think I am to where I control what goes into me? What I consume? Am I drinking poison? Am I eating poison? Do I treat my car and give it better fuel in its system than I give myself fuel? Even in the Bible, what did Jesus say? What shall make you free? The truth shall make you free. The truth shall set you free. Not money, not power, but truth. Living in the truth. So today, I asked the Ghetto Cafe, I asked the chat on the Wake Up Show, the AM Wake Up Show, Coffee with Rios. I asked you guys, the Ghetto Cafe, I asked you guys a powerful question. And I want you guys to be honest with yourselves, with us, in the safe space that we create. What invisible chains are holding you back today? Before we go to what's the invisible chains that you see holding other people back, because we will get to that. Like, what's the major chain you see holding people back today? But first, before we go there, what are the invisible chains that are holding you back right now? Thank you, Rexless, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Congratulations, Sleepy Sleep, getting your GED. That's dope. That's awesome. Top of the top, better living, man. Top of the top. If JB says the Oh, wait, where is it? I think I saw it. Your mind has to control your body before it can start manifesting experiences. Your body, you don't have to tell yourself to breathe. You don't have, your mind don't have to, you don't have to consciously tell your blood to pump through your body. You don't have to tell yourself to blink. You don't have to tell your mind, hey, make me hear. Make me see. It just does what it does. A mind is going to do what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to use it. Use those tools that it provides. JB, you said everybody else's chains besides yours. I said, what are your chains that you are locked up by today? What is your invisible chains? We'll get to the world and everybody else out there and what we think when we look out and point fingers. But what about this person? What's your chain? How are you locked up? Best DB says procrastination for me. I like that one. Procrastination. That's a good one. I think I have procrastination. I think with me, it's trying to do too many things or trying to make this work, make that work, do this, jump over here, move into something else before I'm finished. Move into the next project before you finish with the project that I'm currently working on. Yeah, JB, you including yourself, but it's always good to start with I. Yeah, you can include some people in your stuff. You can include the world, but this focus is just I. Because that's another thing that I've noticed is that everybody has the answers for everybody else. But what's wrong with you? We quick to say, yeah, man, this and that. But very, very seldomly do I see people volunteering their own problems, their own things. Yeah, I'm an addict. I was a what is the lustful person? Addict, lustful. Right now, I'm still fighting those two things. Those are my two weaknesses. Right now, I'm starting to control how I eat and what I consume. Quick to anger. I'm working on my anger stuff. For sure. And not allowing people to affect how I am. Not allowing people to affect how I am and how I get down. Like just because that person's having a bad day or they're doing something ugly should not affect my day. Stop allowing other people's energies to affect mine in a way that it changes my outlook or my day or what I do for that day. Master Lee, everybody looking at the world when they need to look at the mirror. Mike Jack, MJ, man in the mirror. Yeah, ZG, you asking the wrong person for it. That's why. Asking for the wrong person for straight. El Jefe Breeze, self-esteem. Self-esteem, okay. That's one. How has El Jefe, how has self-esteem affected you in a negative way? How has low self-esteem affected you in a negative way? How do these things surface in your life? Letting my mind run on autopilot and not being aware. That's another one. That's a good one, JB. I be doing that shit at nighttime. My shit just be running. But I need to be asleep. But my shit just be running. Shout out. This is the AM Wake Up Show, man. With Rios. This is Coffee with Rios, the AM Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios. Get your coffee, get your tea. Thank you for the super chat, Rexless. I want to say that one more time. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. You guys talk amongst each other in the chat. Share your ideas, your thoughts with each other. We believe we are free. Modern day times, we believe we're free. But are we? Are we really free? Some of us stuck on social media, doom scrolling. I'm a victim of doom scrolling. Doom scrolling, doom scrolling, doom scrolling. Endlessly. Debt. Buying things. Slave, you chained up to debt. Slave, chained up to addiction. Chained up to social media validation. Social media validation. Political tribalism. Fear of public opinion. Those are all chains. And it ain't just political tribalism, it's gang tribalism, it's city tribalism, tribalism in general. We're not free. But I think we're getting freer by the day, man. The more we think, the more we put thought into what we do, why we do what we do, why I feel this way, the freer we get. ZG, it'll get better. With all the technology and all the access that we have right now, Rexless, thank you for another super chat. My guys, thank you, man. Hey, you know what? Let me go ahead. What do you want to talk about, Rexless? Anything? You know what? Thank you for the super chat. Rexless, what do you want to talk about? You sending super chats. What do you want me to talk about? What is a topic? Anything you want. What do you want me to talk about? And I'll talk about it. Then I'll get back on topic. But that's just for you and me appreciating the super chats, man. Anything, any question, anything you got it, cuz. Thank you. So are we more free today with all this access and all this technology? Or are we more controlled than ever? Hey, just ask me. Chill. Thank you. Modern society offers more freedom than any time in history through what you have access to and what you can purchase, what you can learn. Yes. But I also believe technology and culture have created these invisible chains because now we are seeing things that we weren't even focused on. Now we're seeing shit in another part of the world that we wouldn't even been worried about. Now that's occupying our thoughts. Now that's occupying what we're focused on. Because we seen something in Guam, or we saw something in Tennessee. Oh, this is what they doing in Tennessee. Ah, shit, I'm not doing my shit. Like it's both sides. It's both sides to it. Like, damn, okay, we've gotten freedom through the technology, but now that technology has made us aware. Like, is technology the fucking Apple Eve 8? Is AI Google search? Is that the AI? Is that the Apple? Is that the fucking Apple? Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Rexless. You think it's a reason why? Do you not think there's a reason why they sell fear? You think there's a reason why They sell fear. Why fear is so relevant in media. Hypersexualization is so relevant. It's dominating. Negativity is so dominating. Throughout history, all throughout history, conquerors, they shared like, I don't know if every single one of them, not every single one, but I'm going to just say a majority understood something very important. They understood some important shit. That if you control the mind, you can control the people. If you can control their mind, you can control their people. If you can control what they're consumed of, what they're thinking about, their thought process, you can control the people. So guess what? Well, let's funnel them this shit. This is the good car. Oh, you don't have a house? You ain't shit. Oh, if you don't have this TV, oh, if you're not on this side of the war, or if you don't support this party, Joe Biden, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. They control the mind to control the people. The Book of Eli was a good fucking book. I mean, not a good book, a good movie. Book of Eli was a great movie because the whole premise of it was that he didn't want to believe in the Bible. He didn't believe in anything in the Bible, but he saw that how people that use the Bible control people. He saw it as a tool of control. He saw the Bible, religion, as a tool for control. How do they control people with the Bible? With the mind, with their thoughts. This is how you should feel about this. How they get you to support a war? Oh man, all these people are so nasty. They hate this and that. They hate this and that. They hate you. Do you support this war? No, we don't support that war. Boom, bomb, towers. Do you support the war now? Yes. They don't want to just buy up TikTok and studios and media. They don't just want to buy that shit up for no reason. They're not just buying that shit up for no reason. They got all the money in the world. Yeah, but if you have all the money in the world and don't have an outlet to to push your propaganda or to push your narrative, remember we talked about narratives? Controlling the narrative? We talked about that a while ago. We do narrative shit on this low level. Remember we said that. Even on the low level of small influencers and podcasts and streamers, controlling the narrative. Have you guys ever heard of bread and circuses? Have you ever heard of this term? Hopefully you guys have, or if you haven't, hopefully you're going to learn something right now. And it's something so simple that they don't really teach to the masses. They don't really like throw it out there like that. Oh, this is what they did. This is it. But bread and circuses. Do you understand that? Do you guys know that? What that is and where that came from? Bread and circuses. Rex said, have no topics, just cash. Hey, I appreciate Rex. Somebody, you throw a lob to somebody else, Rex. Let them have. I appreciate it, man. Do you know where that came from? Is anybody familiar with bread and circuses? have to be born in 82 to know that, man. It's a phrase coined by like a let me see, hold on. Here it is, hold on. A phrase coined by the Roman poet Juvenal. 100 AD to describe how Roman emperors kept the populace politically complacent by providing free food, bread, and lavish entertainment, circuses. It signifies a population sacrificing political liberty for security and distraction, a concept still used to critique modern consumerism and political pandering.
And solved a problem by abolishing voting altogether. The Anona, or grain dole. Bread and circuses. What does this actually mean? I've seen this quote being used in a variety of contexts.
This is just the first video that I pulled up. I'm going to see if there's a better one. Hold on.
For the beauty.
First video of the day, bread and circuses. Because this is what they've been doing. Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, shoot, Jake Gyllenhaal. What movie is this? Enemy. Let me see.
Every dictatorship has one obsession, and that's it. So in ancient Rome, they gave the people bread and circuses. They kept the populace busy with entertainment. But other dictatorships use other strategies to control ideas, the knowledge. How do they do that? Lower education. They
I didn't even know about
culture,
this.
Censor information. They censor any means of individual expression. And it's important to remember this, that this is a pattern that repeats itself throughout history.
Thank you, Jake. Because that's...
Every dictatorship has one obsession, and that's it. So in ancient Rome, they gave the people bread and circuses. They kept the populace busy with entertainment. But other dictatorships use other strategies to control ideas.
Thank you, Rexus. I appreciate you.
The knowledge. How do they do that? Lower education. They limit culture, censor information. They censor any means of individual expression. And it's important to remember this, that this is a pattern that repeats itself throughout history.
Damn, I gotta watch that movie. It's called Enemy. I gotta watch that movie. It's called Enemy. He broke it down. Damn, that was good.
Bread and circuses. What does this actually mean?
Hold on. Don't y'all see like how they use entertainment, sports, college sports, high school sports, anything like it's the modern day Coliseum, the Coliseum stadiums. They used to have one Coliseum. Now they got them everywhere. Every state, every city has stadiums. Bread and circuses, Star Trek. I want to see what this is. They put this shit on Star Trek? Check this shit out. Hey, some of these old shows were so vicious and had such deep messaging. What episode is that? Because I need to watch that episode. Why does my shit sound like that? What the hell? I need to watch episode, whatever this is. Shout out to us. Just find this shit. We just find this shit, man. Just through topic and conversation. Came across this gem. This is the Ghetto Cafe, man. This is the AM Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios. Let's go. I know one of y'all gonna figure it out. See why this shit. Does my mic sound weird to y'all? Does it? You guys hear some like popping? How does it sound to you guys? Is it tripping? Because to me, I feel like I hear it popping in my ears. Bread and circuses. Bread and circuses. Somebody in the chat, I know y'all gonna find that episode. Find that episode for me so I can watch it. I think that's a okay. Damn. No, it's something going on. With the roadcaster. All right, let me see if I might have to start the episode over. Let me see. I'm gonna turn the roadcaster off and then back on.
Yeah, ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show.
All right, we should be good now. Are we good now? Yeah, we good now. There we go. Now we good. Okay, boom. Look how good I'm getting. Look how good I'm getting. Look at the progress, y'all. Look at the progress. Check out the progress. We doing a little bit better, man. We doing a little bit better. Tad bit better. Technology, we getting to it, man. Uncle Rios is getting a little bit better. We getting a little bit better. But back to bread and circuses. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Here we go. Season 2, episode 25. Mel, let's go. Look at us early in the morning. Season 2, episode 5. Boom. The apple. Of course, it's called the apple. The apple. And that shit is 54 minutes long. Star Trek Strange New World Season 2. Damn. Okay. Thank you, Mel. Shout out to Mel. Shout out to Mel. I'm gonna just pull up the opening scene. When I went to YouTube right now, and of course, guess what it is? You guessed it, a serpent.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Wait, this might not be it. That might not even be it. I might be wrong. This might be the podcast.
Starring in this episode. First of all, Keith.
Nope, that's not even that. They just talking about it. Whatever's clever. But that's the episode. Okay, now we on. I want to see Rotten Tomatoes. I want to see what it says on Rotten Tomatoes. If it talks about the episode. Okay. So the episode, CTV episode details. The Enterprise officers investigate a primitive society that seems to exist to serve a godlike machine. And the guest on the show, David Soul. Okay. I'm definitely watching it. Like you can find you some gems. They shared more shit. It was more artistic. They shared more information back in the day. Because guess what we were talking about earlier today? They want to control the conscious. They want to control the mind. You control the mind, you control the people. And maybe we aren't as free as we used to be. And that the freedom can be, we aren't allowed to share the things that we want to share or talk about the things we want to talk about. Can't say thank you, Jesus, now as an athlete after an interview, after a game or game win. Can't say that no more. It used to be you could thank your God, this and that, but you couldn't say it. Maybe they were more free to talk about the shit they wanted to back in the day. That shit's crazy. But back to bread and circuses. What they do is they provide free food, welfare, this and that. Like, oh, you don't even have to have a meaning, have purpose to feed yourself, to feed your family. You don't have to do anything to gain the right to feed your family. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to work for it. You can just sit on your ass. You just sit on your ass and we'll get you what you want. And it don't got to be welfare. Just don't get stuck on welfare. It could be anything. You don't have to grow your own food. It could be you don't have to grow your own food. You just go to the grocery store and get what you want. Everything is provided for you. Your labor pays for everything. You don't have to have the knowledge of how to grow vegetables, how to raise animals, how to skin, or how to carve up meat or whatever. Everything is done for you. Then give them entertainment. Then give them entertainment to beyond the limits of where all they do is doom scroll. Look at TV. Look at their Instagram. We are now less free than we used to be. And it's self-enslavement as well. It's self-enslavement as well. We're not as free as we used to be because now we have more things to distract us. Kids don't got to go outside and wet each other with the water hose or do slip and slides, build things, ride bikes. We are not free. We have been given everything to just be docile and stay in place. My thought process on it is we are not more free. Yes, we have capabilities of doing more things, but we have the capabilities of doing more things, being more adventurous, we have all the access to do more things, but we choose not to. We choose not to now. Yeah, we could do all these things. But shit, why do I want to get from under the covers? Why do I want to get out from my bed when I don't have to go to that place? I'll just look at it on YouTube. I'll see how these people experienced it. It's Wally. We are not more free. We have been given so much that we choose to enslave ourselves. We take the pill that doesn't take us to the matrix. We want to stay in the matrix. We don't want to take the pill that takes us out of the matrix. Thank you, Mel. I really appreciate that because I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I told you about the study they showed about the rats, giving rats everything they wanted, and they took the purpose. Well, let me see if I can find the video. Let me not just talk about it. Let me be about it. What's up, y'all? What up, y'all? Sorry for the Universe 25. We going into it, you guys. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go into it. Universe 25. The behavioral sink was created in 1968 to 1973. Created a mouse utopia with unlimited food, water, and zero disease, yet the population collapsed. The mice stopped reproducing and socializing, becoming the beautiful ones who only ate and slept, eventually leading to extinction due to lack of social purpose or challenge. They did it multiple times, gave them absolutely everything they needed. And the population still collapsed every time because they took the purpose away from the mouse. They were given everything and they created the beautiful ones. What does that sound like right now? The beautiful ones. The guy ain't got to go to the gym. I don't have to go to the gym. I'm going to just go get a BBL. And what do I gain from that? Nothing. Attention. I'm going to lose the drive to work out. I'm going to lose the purpose to work out. I'm just going to go pay for it. And then I'll sustain myself because I'm so stuck on attention. People will pay just to watch me and look at my body. Will they ever get to touch it? No. They don't even want to touch it. They just want to look at it from where they're at in their bed under covers. Dude, we going crazy. Extinction. The population peaked at 2,200 and then dwindled to zero as the inhabitants lost the drive to behave normally. Have we lost the drive to behave normally? Was Universe 25 a study to see like, hey, if we do build these bunkers and these doomsday bunkers, and we give everybody everything they need to survive, are we going to survive? Or are they going to be, let's do experiments? They don't do experiments just for the fuck of it. They do experiments with chemicals, this, that, everything on animals first to see how they react to it. Well, shit. Well, we're building these bunkers, but should we still have to do labor? What if we just give each other everything and then how would that play out? They lose purpose. Ha ha! Ha ha! Boom, 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 boom. Look at this. The context. While often cited as a failure due to lack of purpose, the experiment was primarily a study on the consequences. Okay, Bill Gates. Okay, in my opinion. Overcrowding and the breakdown of social rather than physical needs. You guys, I love the AM Wake Up Show. Call me Rios. Oh, thank you, Rios. Hey, thank you, Ghetto Cafe. Hey, man, we in here learning some shit. There's no need to point a finger. There's no need to point fingers. So then there was another one called Rat Park. Experiments by Bruce Alexander highlighted that when given a simulating social environment, rats avoided self-administering drugs, further emphasizing the need for environmental engagement over simple sustenance. When given stimulating social environment, rats avoided self-administering drugs, further emphasizes the need for environmental engagement and simple sustenance. So now this is where we're going, y'all. Now this is where we're going. They know this. Woo-wee. Oh, so we have Universe 25. Let's go look at Universe 25. Then we're going to do Rat Park, where they found out that if they gave them stimulating environments, they avoided even self-administering drugs, the rats. Damn, I want to see if they have a. Damn, this has 10 million views. Damn.
60s and early 70s, the grim fate of the subjects was published in the national magazine Scientific American, and the experiments themselves were largely taken as apocalyptic portents. In a post-war United States, the language used to describe the results, such as behavior sync, became synonymous with fears of an overpopulated world and violent, deviant behavior in cities. Today, they are preserved within fiction, such as Channel 4's conspiracy thriller Utopia and the classic animated movie The Secret of Nim.
Our world began changing.
So what were the Mouse Utopia experiments? Shortly after World War II, a group known collectively as the Environmentalists were making a large push to prevent environmental degradation, as well as overexploitation of the planet's renewable resources. Among these people were a group specifically known as the Neo-Malthusians, a term referring to the 18th and 19th century English scholar.
Hey, we'll watch this later, man. But we get the gist of it, right? We get the gist of it. Jesus. Universe 25.
Have you heard about Universe 25, possibly the scariest experiment ever? In the 1960s, John B. Calhoun wanted to see what happens to a society with too much abundance. He placed 4 pairs of mice in an enclosure with space and food for 5,000 mice, creating a mouse utopia. Initially, the mice thrived, and the population soared from 8 to 620 in just 145 days. But soon, problems emerged. Mice formed social groups, and those who couldn't fit in withdrew and clustered in the
Mice formed what? Social groups. Mice formed social groups. There's no need for social groups when you are busy trying to survive and provide for your family. There's no need to hey man, no, you did, like, nigga, we all trying to eat. Like, we all trying to farm and get this shit. I ain't got time to worry about what you doing over there. Like, man, what are we gonna do to survive? When you got time on your hands and you bored and you don't need to do anything to survive, but go somewhere, clock in, and basically just be there, move your hands, move this over here, and get paid so you could go eat, so you could do this 8 hours a day. Yeah, then you start building social programming, social dynamics. I don't like that. Like when you the hungry dog in the race, you ain't worried about who you race. You just getting to the finish line so you can get some food. The nigga who ain't hungry is like, hey, man, what time you run? The dude that's hungry don't give a damn what nobody ran. No time. I don't give a shit. I'm getting to the finish line to get some food before all y'all because I'm starving.
didn't fit in withdrew and clustered in the center. But soon, problems emerged. Mice formed social groups, and those who couldn't fit in withdrew and clustered in the center. Social order broke down, leading to violence and cannibalism. Mothers abandoned their young, and most mice stopped reproducing. Birth rates fell, and infant mortality rose sharply. Eventually, the society collapsed despite the abundance. Universe 25 shows how even perfect conditions can lead to societal breakdown due to social and psychological factors. So what do you think this experiment says about human societies? Have you heard?
We here now. Damn. Oh, shoot. Think about Wall-E, the movie Wall-E. What did they say? It's one of those videos that says something about Nim. Such and such a Nim was about it, the cartoon. The beautiful ones. Many mice became completely isolated, refusing to mate or fight, and focusing solely on self-preservation, grooming, sleeping, and eating. The fuck does that remind you of? We call them, we talk about incels, involuntary celibate men. Incels, that's what we've given that title now. Incels, involuntarily celibate. Then you got the new shit online where men are hitting their chins with hammers to get their bone structure to look amazing, to look the best, to try to be something, I forget the word, mog or some shit. I just saw this shit the other day where men are focused on looking as beautiful as possible, as handsome as possible. But we call them incels, involuntarily celibate. They can't even get no work. Isolated. Refusing to mate or fight. Men ain't fighting, like they not fighting. And focusing solely on self-preservation, grooming, sleeping, and eating. That shit is fucking crazy. Looks maxing. That's what it is, Ohio Ties. Looks maxing. Yes, looks maxing. But now let's look at what the other one was. Rat Park. Bruce Alexander. Damn, we got some shit in here. Whoa, this might be a different. I'm learning with y'all. We about to learn this shit together. Y'all might already know it. I might be the dumb one.
You get a rat and you put it in a cage and you give it 2 water bottles. One is just water and the other is water laced with either heroin or cocaine. If you do that, the rat will almost always prefer the drugged water and almost always kill itself quite quickly. In the 70s, Professor Alexander comes along and he looks at this experiment and he noticed something. He said, we're putting the rat in an empty cage. It's got nothing to do except use these drugs. Let's try something a bit different. So Professor Alexander built a cage.
Where they have nothing to do. What will they do? They will choose. Oh man, dope.
Called Rat Park. They've got loads of cheese, they've got loads of coloured balls, they've got loads of tunnels. Crucially, they've got loads of friends. But here's the fascinating thing. In Rat Park, they don't like the drugged water. You go from almost 100% overdose when they're isolated to 0% overdose when they have happy and connected lives. What if addiction isn't about your chemical hooks? What if addiction is about your cage? What if addiction is an adaptation to your environment? Maybe we shouldn't even call it addiction. Maybe we should call it bonding. Human beings have a natural and innate need to bond. And when we're happy and healthy, we'll bond and connect with each other. But if you can't do that because you're traumatized or isolated or beaten down by life, you will bond with something that will give you some sense of relief. Now that might be gambling, that might be pornography, that might be cocaine, that might be cannabis. But you will bond and connect with something because that's our nature. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection.
That was actually pretty vicious. That was, whoa. Makes a lot of sense. Rat Park. Okay, let's look at this as in like if, okay, anytime the way the study started was like, shit, look, they choose drugs over water. They choose the water with drugs every time over water. Yeah, because they have nothing to do. They are isolated. They're doom scrolling. They don't have a life. They have no social life. Of course they're going to choose drugs. Why are these babies so perked up and on Oxycontin all the time? No real purpose, no real social life. Isolation. Let me see.
If there's one thing we all
Let's watch this.
learned growing up, it's that drugs are bad. Like, really, really bad. We've been taught that addiction is inevitable and that addicts are completely irrational. But you might be surprised to learn that a lot of what we think we know about drugs and addiction comes from a series of studies done in the 1950s and 60s on rats. And it turns out that what we think we know, yeah, it might just be wrong. This is Bruce Alexander.
I'm a psychologist with
Free thinking, free think, freedom thinking. Society of freedom. I don't want you to have that.
Simon Fraser University.
Bruce has been studying addiction for almost 50 years. When he started back in the 70s, there was a huge public concern about heroin use and what many at the time described as a growing epidemic.
The view was that heroin was essentially a demon drug. If you took it a few times, it would flip a switch in your brain and you would be forever addicted. That was it. You were doomed. And it was in the media, it was in the movies. But in those days, there was also a primary kind of research evidence that was used to support this idea.
Much of that research used animal studies, particularly laboratory rats. Rats would be placed in really small cages called Skinner boxes.
A Skinner box is a box which is just about 3
Jail, prison, penitentiary, apartments.
times the size of a rat. The experiments involved putting rats in Skinner boxes with a needle which was implanted in their jugular vein so that if the rats pressed the little lever on the wall, they would get a little surge of heroin in their bloodstream.
Press the pedal, get a shot of heroin.
This
Press
is
the pedal, get
crazy.
another shot.
And in some cases, they just kept pumping heroin into themselves to the point where they forgot to eat and would die.
Beliefs about rat studies would find their way into PSAs and Hollywood films, and they would become part of our collective understanding of just how dangerous these drugs really were.
These experiments seem to show that any creature, including even the lowly rat, if given access to heroin, would simply take lots and lots of it.
But Bruce had another idea.
What these experiments really show is that rats
That's the whole thing. It's saying that you can beat the bag. It's burnt out. It's saying you can.
who are in solitary confinement will take lots of heroin.
See, rats are very social animals. Rats don't normally spend their lives in harnesses with catheters shoved in their necks. They prefer playing with other rats, running around, doing rat stuff.
To put a rat in a Skinner box is to make this very, very social creature live a life of solitary confinement.
Bruce and his colleagues wondered if maybe these rats were taking so many drugs because they were living in such an unnatural environment. So he organized his own rat experiment, but with some important differences. Most notably, he built a much bigger enclosure for them.
About half as big as my garage floor, as a matter of fact.
Bruce and his colleagues filled it with everything a rat could want: food, running wheels, and other rats to play with. He called it Rat Park. His team put a group of rats in the park and another group of rats in solitary cages. They made morphine freely available to both. The results were eye-opening. Giving the choice between plain water and morphine, the Rat Park residents chose the water. It's not like the rats in Rat Park totally abstained from morphine, but
you could say that they acted more or less like human recreational users of morphine.
Bruce and his colleagues even tried an experiment where the rats in cages were giving nothing but morphine-laced water to drink for 57 days straight.
In other words, we made sure they were good and addicted in terms of the conventional expectation.
Oh,
Every one of those
shit.
rats should have been.
If what's about to happen, I think the direction is going, oh, shit.
Addicted for the rest of its life.
But when they were placed in Rat Park, those same addicted rats generally chose to drink the plain water and voluntarily went through withdrawal.
People were shocked that the rats in Rat Park had so little interest in morphine.
The Rat Park study suggested a much more complex picture of addiction than many people had suspected. Addiction wasn't simply a story of chemicals rewiring our brains or hijacking our reward centers. Other factors like environment, feeling of isolation or hopelessness, poor social bonds, and lack of control all likely play an important role in what leads to addiction. Think about the implications for how we've been treating drug addicts. They're often shamed and ostracized, thrown in jail, moved into halfway houses, instead of integrating them into society. You could say that we're kind of isolating them, in cages, like rats. Doesn't seem like such a great idea. And more importantly, it doesn't seem like it's working. At the time it was published, the Rat Park study was largely ignored, but it's finally starting to gain traction today.
It's literally taken 35 years for the Rat Park experiment to find its way into the popular understanding of addiction.
In recent years, other researchers have replicated Bruce's studies and conducted new ones of their own, adding to our increasingly complex understanding of addiction. And that's great. With concerns over drugs and addiction still dominating the headlines today, a careful analysis and understanding of the research is more vital now than ever. After all, we're never going to get the treatment right if we're getting the diagnosis wrong.
Right. Hey, that takes us somewhere totally different. Takes us somewhere completely opposite of, not opposite, but from what I thought. From what I thought. Sheesh. Now, if you're given because then this brings up the thought, like, what about rich people? What about people that do have everything at their disposal, access to everything, and they still choose those? Yeah, but those rich people, they're not really in society. They're not really functioning in the world, in the real world. They're also caged up. They're locked up in their what is that? What word am I looking for? They're locked up in their surplus. They're locked up in their life of separation of, I'm this class and you guys are this. I can't even be around them because I'll get robbed. They're secluded. They're rich, but they're secluded. They're still isolated around a bunch of other isolated people from the real world. So maybe this is why their kids is choosing this and that. They getting to see other people be regular and this and that. I don't know. And the way that communities are set up, the way that projects are set up, the way that apartments are set up, cities, concrete jungles. Like, none of it is natural habitat. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. And I'm literally just found, I knew about the Universe 25. I didn't know about the Rat Park, the drug one. Straight to the brain. They put them on dope for, I forget, it said 87 days. Got them addicted. All they could do was dope. All they did was dope for 87 days. And then they release them into a population where everybody else is like, yeah, man, we just having fun. We're just having a good time. We're not judging each other. We're just being happy. Oh, y'all happy with nothing? Oh, shit, let me see what that feel like. Because all that drug shit is producing shit in your body. Purpose. Right, burnt out. Purpose. Ooh-wee. So are we truly free? The housing crisis, is it purposely generated? Overly expensive? We don't want people having yards and this and that and land. Learning shit here, man. Shout out to us. Shout out to the AM Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, become a member. If you appreciate what we're doing here, like, subscribe, become a member. Send a super chat. If you appreciate to be in the chat, engaging, thank you. If you're watching, like the video, subscribe, become a member, send a super chat. I appreciate you guys because I really feel like we're doing some cool little shit over here. Where else they going live talking about some shit like this? I know they are, but I just don't know where. I want to keep this shit up. Let's keep going. Please support me. Damn. Drugs is another thing we need to add to that. The addictions of drugs, adding to the how to create slavery. Sometimes you go to work, you can't stand where you work. So you do things to distract yourself. Some women get stressed out. Some women get stressed out. And what do? They remember, I don't know if it's still a thing. But I remember when I was coming up as a kid, they used to always say women would go shopping when they felt stressed out. When they get stressed, they shop. They spend money. Consumerism. Just consume. Go into debt. Status competition. They start competing over who has the best purse, who has this, who has that. Capitalism. Oh shit. This shit all feeds into like capitalism. Like, yes, let's sell these people on their own, at their own demise so that we could get rich. So we could put money in our pockets at their own demise. Are we morally wrong? Yeah. Do we know it's bad? Yeah. But does it put more money in our pocket? Yeah. That's the only yeah that matters. Soda, ain't you the one who asked me to play Havoc yesterday? I played it yesterday. I thought you was the one who asked for the Havoc song yesterday. Wow. Capitalist, I truly believe a capitalist, like a true capitalist country, a capitalist, they wouldn't even give a fuck about labor if they could get motherfuckers to do shit for free. Or if they could get AI and robots to do all the work for them, where they don't have to pay insurance, they don't have to pay money to. They ain't got to pay a person. They don't have to put insurance on a person. They don't have to have HR. I believe capitalists would feed robots and AI, and that's really what they want. They don't give a fuck about the workforce. They just give a fuck about the bottom line. And we over here going into debt, dying, and doing all this. Hey, Toxic Lindsay TV, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Let's run it. Love the conversation. Love. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you. Thank you. This is the reason why I'm doing this. And the super chats is what helps me to keep doing this. Or I go back out, I go out there and start Ubering. Start Ubering or go get a job. Oh, Sleepy Sleep asked for the Havoc song yesterday. Soda, I played it yesterday. Thank you, Toxic Lindsay. I appreciate you. I appreciate every super chat. All the support keeps me here. Because I can pop up and go do Uber, but I'm spending my time here, or I could pop up, go get a job. But guess what? It's the Ghetto Cafe and we're building over here. Is capitalism liberating people or is it trapping people? I think I know the answer that y'all gonna come up with. I don't even need to put a vote up for that. I don't even need to put a vote up for that. Is capitalism? Oh no, you know what? I do need to put up a vote for that because let's look at it like this. Capitalism is liberating people who can. It's liberating people with money who start these businesses and this and that, and they get people to buy in. It liberates them. And it does trap some. So is capitalism, maybe that's not the question. Is capitalism more helpful or harmful? That's the question I want to ask you guys. And I'm actually really interested in what you guys had to say. Uh-oh. Put it in the chat. We're not even gonna do a poll. Yes or no. Helpful or harmful? Put helpful or harmful in the chat. I just did a Q&A just to see what happens. Nigga, I ain't got the phone up, nigga. This is Alex just calling in. Do I got the phone number up, fool? This nigga just called in. Is the phone number up? Maybe the phone number is up. Maybe I'm tripping. No, the phone number ain't up. I ain't say nothing about no damn call-ins. Whatever capitalism you want it to be, Dogface. It's your opinion. Nothing's right, nothing's wrong. Hey, love my life. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you.
We appreciate you, Rios.
Thank you. This is what Alex is the key on the call-in line. Like, oh, let me talk to you. Oh shit. No, I'm not taking calls. We talking right now. Talking to everybody. When you call in, it focuses basically on only what the caller wants to talk about. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to keep it. When we get to a segment where I feel like we could take call-ins, we'll take call-ins. But I don't want to override what the vibe of the flow of this is. What's going on? Capitalism runs the work. There's good and bad to everything, right? Oh man. And that a while ago I asked the question. I was like, okay, so if this is bad, if socialism, if capitalism, if conservatism, if this and that, like what works where? Like to you guys, what society worked best? What society worked best in history? We have a bunch of history we should be able to pull from. Which one worked best? Tribalism? Soda, that's a good one. Is it a mix like what we have here? We have a mix here. Socialism with capitalism with socialism. A little bit of socialism with capitalism. 60 capitalism, 40 socialism. I need to do a study on that. I need to do a real study on like past societies and which one was the most productive or which one people were the most content, because people are always going to be mad or some people are going to be opposition to everything. But which one was living off the land? Mountain men works best. No technology. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are with all the technology and all the problems. So if you guys could, you would go back to a time before computers? Because I got a brother that I'm probably going to bring on live tomorrow, an older brother that I'm going to bring on live tomorrow who has a company that he's been working with, Cuba, a company that he has been having medicine and herbs and healing immune deficiencies. He has a whole thing that's been going on, but he's not getting any pub, any light because it's taking money out of the pockets of the giants on some Dr. Sabi type shit. And I'm going to have him come here and talk to you guys and tell you about what he does and what he's done over the last 30 years and his struggles to help people. The struggle in the fight he has to go through to help people. Reverse the effects of vaccines type shit. He goes to Cuba. He takes all kinds of stuff there to help the people. But he'll be here, if not tomorrow, Friday for sure. Let me see. I'm trying to go to show you guys something. Oh man, I got something like it's off topic, but it's the control, right? Like the control. They all have the same narrative. We was just talking about this, what they sell you.
Disruption for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain be for long-term gain.
We're going to have some short-term pain with long-term gain.
Short-term pay for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain, yes, but we've got some long-term gain. Short-term spike for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain for American consumers.
We may have to deal with that in the short term.
Short-term and temporary.
Temporary short-term pain.
It's going to suck in the short term.
Some short-term pain.
Short-term pain. We have to focus on the short-term.
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 Short-term and long-term.
Short-term left. Hopefully this is a short-term pain. Short-term is highly outweighed of the long-term benefit.
Some short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain.
A short-term disruption for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain be for long-term gain.
We're going to have some short-term pain with long-term gain.
Short-term pay for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain, yes, but we've got some long.
They just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. That's all they do. They just say the same shit over and 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 over again. Over and over and over again. And people are sitting there watching like this, like to where the next day when they at the lunch, wherever they are, at the water fountain, the water dispenser, hey man, you know, this is just about short-term gain versus long-term pain.
Long-term gain, short-term.
No, it's not that. It's short-term pain for long-term gain. And these are the distractions and the arguments that people are having at the water dispenser or on break or are with their friends over the phone or their friends over the internet, sending this video and then sending this and the distraction. Just the same message, same message, same message. Oh, Diddy trial. They tell you what to think about. Epstein files. Oh, it starts burning the wrong person. War. Because drugs ain't the only addictive thing that causes a reaction in your body. Drugs ain't the only one. Technology is power. Who controls the technology? Who controls what the technology does? The CIA is facing backlash because of saying that they possibly had the cure for cancer 60 years ago and refused to disclose it. Let me see if I can find that. Like, how much bad shit has the CIA done, man? How much bad shit has CIA done to where they still around? Like, we don't have enough negative shit on them to where we're like, dude, you guys don't exist. So, are we to believe? This is the thing that fucks me up. This is the shit that fucks me up. Claims that the CIA hid a 70-year-old cancer cure based on parasite research are false, fueled by misinterpreted documents regarding Soviet research. The often shared Daily Mail report highlights a 1950s analysis, not a cure for parasitic behavior. Experts note a secret cure is statistically impossible as it would require thousands of conspirators. The document in question is translated Soviet study that analyzed rather than cured cancer. No hidden cure. There is no evidence of a suppressed cure for cancer. Statistically impossibility. A cover-up involving a cure would require thousands of people, making it highly improbable. Really? Would it? Would it? What to believe, what not to believe? Do we think that from all the shit that they've lied to us about, all the things that they've sold us on and said that was a lie, and then came out and said, oh, well, that was true. That was actually true. Do we believe anything that they say? I don't know, man. Let's see if there's any videos pop up.
Cancer is so easily cured, it's not even funny. This pisses me off. I'm telling you. I was in the intelligence world, and in the intelligence world, they hire the best and the smartest and the brightest in any given field.
And I got a guy coming on the next 2 days on the live. Going to be a part of the morning show. Yeah, I'm going to bring him on. He's going to talk about all the shit, and he's going to tell you from the inside out what's been going on and the cures that he has in his medicine, in his company, how they've been shitting on him and doing him dirty, and how he goes to Cuba and studies and creates the stuff, and how they've been, it's a whole crazy story.
You take the top bioscientist in the world, he probably works for the CIA. Or he works for one of the other intelligence agencies. Dr. Lawrence Royce, man I highly respect, has saved this entire world, and you don't even know it. He was a top bioscientist at the University of Louisville in Kentucky. He grew up in Wisconsin. And when Chernobyl happened, the CIA came to him and said, hey, we need you. You're the best there is. And they signed a contract with him to go run all the doctors and scientists in Russia for 10 years and handle all the problems of Chernobyl. And the things he learned over there, he came back here.
The things he learned over there.
And he bought a college campus and started a company that builds some of the best probiotics in the world. Because Chernobyl had a mushroom cloud about 50 miles wide and 150 miles long. And in that cloud was several villages, right? Several what? Villages of people, small towns. And there was an area almost in the middle of it, that they named that looks like a sad face. I don't know how I did that, but he's a little sad. Should have been happy because they called that the blue area because nobody was getting sick. Now, one thing radiation poisoning does is it reduces your immune system and you can die from the common cold. Anything you get, could die from because you have no immune system. The radiation destroys it. So you had people all over here dying. But nobody there was even getting sick. I just can't. So they weren't even getting sick. So they set up a laboratory in the middle school. Now, schools all over the world are built the same. 4 concrete brick walls, a hallway, and a glass wall leading to outside. Aren't they all like that? So they set their laboratory up in there, and they started running the villagers in and taking blood.
What up, Johnny?
Checking them out, checking their health out. And
This is the AM Wake Up Show, Coffee with Rios. #1 morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. Like, subscribe, follow, become a member. We're doing good shit over here. Send a super chat if you feel like you want to support. Thank you. Super chats are much appreciated.
they had this whole laboratory of microscopes and all kinds of things, whatever they wanted. All they had to say is, hey, send me 2 microscopes. The government sent them 10, right? Whatever they wanted. And come to find out, after being there for a couple of weeks, one day a family walks in and he starts testing the family. And he started looking at this family, and it's like 8 generations of family members. He says, well, how old's Grandpa? He looks like he's about 80. No, he's not 80. He's 128.
Shit. I've never seen this video. I don't know anything about this video. I was just bringing up the CIA cancer shit. They say that it's not real, but this is a CIA agent, former CIA agent, talking about Chernobyl. We learned it together.
128 years old. Well, his son was 96. And his son was 70. And his son was in his 50s. And his son, you see what I mean? Whole generations. Family.
Damn.
And they're all healthy and they all look younger than they are. They all look younger than they are. And then he's staring out the windows every day, working, looking out these glass windows. And way over there at the tree line, he sees some huge silos. And he's going, man, I didn't see that many fields around here. Those silos would hold a ton of grain. I grew up in Wisconsin. I know what grain silos look like. Those are bigger than anything I've ever seen. Come to find out, those villages.
What were those villages? Come to find out. I want to see if you guys, I don't know. What's he about to say? The silos. Come to find out, those villages. He said those silos could hold grain. I'm from Wisconsin. What are those silos? Huge silos. Why so many? What do you think the silos were? I'm going to wait till I get some answers. What do you think he's about to say? Come to find out, those villages. What y'all think it was? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Ghetto Cafe. Let's see. What y'all think those silos were? Come to find out, those villages. 50-mile plume. Pause.
Was a Russian military chemical weapons biological manufacturing facility. And the Russian government doctors had discovered probiotics that would build their immune system to the point where these people were handling anthrax and other things that would kill everybody, and they weren't even getting sick. They had immune systems that were off the charts.
Yep, I'm bringing this dude tomorrow. Probably gonna bring him tomorrow in the morning, the AM Wake Up Show. I'm gonna bring him tomorrow because this shit is all about antibiotics and immune.
These were young, they were healthy, and they weren't even getting sick. And these probiotics they were taking handfuls of them a day, and they were making these people incredibly healthy. So healthy that the radiation poisoning didn't even reduce their immune systems. And he brought that knowledge back with a whole team of Russian and Ukrainian scientists, and he set up a company here just to build these probiotics. Probiotics are very important, but there's one problem. Most of us have been eating crap. And we eat crap, and mucus builds up in our intestines.
The number one cause of everything, mucus. Mucus is the silent killer. Well, it's actually loud. Mucus is loud. But yeah, mucus.
And probiotics don't work. The other problem is, how do you get it through the different pH levels of your body, your digestive system? Stomach's very acidic, right? You got to get it past the stomach. That's why yogurt, even though it's good for you, very little of the probiotics get past the stomach because they're not encapsulated. They have to be in a specific type of capsule that doesn't dissolve in the stomach. It dissolves a little bit later.
Where's a little bit later?
Okay.
Yes.
That's one of the keys they learned. That's why
what's after the stomach, y'all?
Probiotics are different than most companies' probiotics. It's because it's a little key to their patented process. Okay. So they figured out by taking an all-natural recipe of various good organic components that you make in a glass jar on your kitchen counter. It takes about 2 weeks for it to make.
Your intestines.
And then you can use the solids out of the bottom to cook with on steaks really good. So you drink an ounce or two a day, and that cleans the mucus out. You add the right
Don't steal my word, Dollface. Jesus Christ is my shit. Don't take mine. Jesus Christ. Don't take my word and use it on me.
probiotics. You use Lactobacillus salivarius in your mouth.
I told you I'm stupid.
And you won't ever even have to brush your teeth.
Wait, what? I don't have to brush my teeth no more?
You use Lactobacillus salivarius in your mouth, and you won't ever even have to brush your teeth. Because the Lactobacillus salivarius doesn't kill all your probiotics like toothpaste does. Toothpaste is the most poisonous thing you can put in your mouth. A good doctor will tell you the most dangerous aisle in the supermarket is the toothpaste aisle. Yeah. You want to kill your brains? Fluoride. Boy, they used to give kids fluoride tablets to strengthen their teeth. Better their teeth rot out than take fluoride, because that kills your brain.
Ooh-wee.
I feel very fortunate that I grew up on farms with spring water. I've never had fluoridated water, and when I don't drink it when I go to cities, helps me think a little.
Pause. Are you saying pause for some or what?
Of most. Okay. Oh. Lactobacillus salivarius, this company won't even make because it's so readily produced, it's so cheap, it's not worth it. So you can go on Amazon and buy Lactobacillus salivarius for $5-6 for 250 tablets. Open up the tablets, put them on a spoon, put them in your mouth, work it into your gums and teeth with your tongue. It's tasteless. You're going to make me spell it? Lactobacillus salivarius. Now, the probiotics that you need in your gut, and believe me, there's 2,000 varieties of probiotics. Think for just a minute, Venus flytrap plants. North Carolina. North Carolina and the Ukraine are two very rare places on the face of the planet.
Damn it, I want to continue that shit. Help me. Help me. Lactobacillus salivarius. Damn. Yep. So that's a segue into what we're going to discuss tomorrow with my guy Eric. Damn. I need a continuation of that. They just going to drop that off right there, huh? Just leave it just like that. Yeah, I'll watch a 3 hours long shit. Where did that even come from? Like the damn.
Answer is so easy.
I gotta just find out that guy's name. What was his name? Hold on, I'm going to the comment section. When channels do things in the videos cut off in the middle, I block them. Oh, good for you. You block because, well, who cares? I found the full video. Yeah. America, baby. Yeah. Let's go, America.
Anyone who wants to continue your...
David Straight is his name. David Straight is his name. Found it. David Straight. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to take care of some stuff. Do some things. Get ready for Imperfect Perspective at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Featuring guest starring co-host Phenomenon Tiny. It's a herd. At 12 o'clock, Imperfect Perspective here live. So shout out. Oh, shout out Dante for Gush Returns, the one view. Thank you, Dante. You've impacted it so much. So much impact that we need to say hello to Dante. So full of himself, man. Like, so full of himself. Like, if you ever met a narcissistic, I can tell you're narcissistic through a chat. Jesus Christ. You're a narcissist. If I could tell you're a narcissist through a chat, Jesus Christ, you got issues. Jesus, that's what Dogface stole from me. He Jesus Christ to me. Okay, I had a stupid moment, man. I tell you, narcissistic through a chat. Jesus Christ. Lord, I feel for the people that are around you. Lord, I feel sorry for your mother. But I'm about to watch this shit. Get shit set up in here. Get ready to go. Yeah, your mom said Javonda and Anya was telling me about oil pulling. They was telling me about oil pulling, but I never really looked too much into it. But I'm gonna look into it. Oil pulling. Lactobacillus salivarius. Rios about to start day drinking. Thank you, Cristiano Carrazzo, my guy. Another super chat. Oh, man. To her, thank you for the super chat, brother. This is all good. Really, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. My heart's not closed to the world. Not giving nobody specifically, individually, any space. The world gets to space. All right, let me get out of here for real. Let me get out of here. Then we got the 12 o'clock. And then I'll get back up in here after that. I don't want to make no promises, but Candy-O, our files, stuff. Maybe not even Candy-O. Maybe I moved on for that. I don't know. If you guys want Candy-O, we could do Candy-O. But I think I moved on from that, and I got some other shit I want to watch. But boom. Y'all get out of here. Y'all go be good. Go be a blessing for somebody else. It's all love all the time. Keep your eyes open, man. Somebody might need your help. Somebody close, somebody distant. You never know. Have a conversation with them. Go be great. Go be good. Another great day to have a great day. Rest in peace, LS. We out of here. Out of here. America!
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. cream we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.